Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday, Monday, Monday. We're back live at it again. Pandas! Are you ready? Are you ready? To make some bamboo. TGI. Well, it's actually not Monday. It's actually Tuesday. My bad. TGIT. Thank God it's Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. We're back live at it again. Should I put the chat here, right next to my face? Does that make more sense? Chat right next to my face? Markets are open. Pandas, let's get that bamboo. Let's get that bamboo. That bamboosies. Price actions are all over the place. I'm expecting more trash price action. What can I say? I'm absolutely expecting more and more trash doo-doo caca price action to continue as it has been in the last 3 weeks. This is a shortened week, so I like this stream elements thing. What's going on there? Too much stuff. Night bus, stream elements, too many things. Chat bot. Let me say good morning to a couple of you guys. Day Trader, good morning. Blue Steel, good morning. Little Hammer, good morning. If you guys haven't said good morning already, drop those GMs in the chat. Scalp that like button if you haven't already as well. What do we have here? Big push down. Very strong push down. Coming off the previous day's close. Big down, big up. Not coming back down beyond this pivot here. Basically staying around the previous day's close. Memorial Day trading, pandas. I mean, unless you're trading right at 6 p.m. on Sunday, the rest of the day is just untradeable. Lower high here. Maybe fail second entry long might be decent on a 2500 tick. Right? You have a spike in channel, then a push down, new high. Fail second entry long might trigger something nice here. I'm pretty impressed. There's actually a gap here. I know it's very small, but there is a gap. That is still a gap. There's a gap from the open on Sunday to the previous week's close. We're just gapping every week. I think the 2500 tick chart, fail second entry long, is probably my setup I'm waiting for. It's an OI pattern here currently. I'm going to sit on this for a little bit. I'm going to wait for this one. See if we get something nice here. 500 tick chart's a little bit choppy. If it's choppy on the 500 tick, it might be better just to go to the higher time frames. Tate, anyone else get the email from Apex about converting to live? What's the email say? Funny enough, surprisingly, I don't get any emails from Apex. I don't get Apex emails. Maybe I should turn on emails from Apex. Is this a good place to have the chat? I think this is a better place. It's a little more like, yeah, it's a little better, I think. All right, let's push down. Push down with a fail second long on the wait. Yeah, fail second long on the 500 tick. Kind of wanted it on the 2500 tick chart. Bear bar on the 5-minute chart. Let's see which side we break on the 5-minute chart. Let's see which side we break. Break into the downside on the 5-minute chart. The first bar on the 5-minute chart, we're breaking to the downside of it. People have a whole strategy based off the opening bar range. People's whole strategy is based off of that. Okay, Mac, good morning. Garlapti Upender ready. Good morning. Good evening, India. Thanks for joining. Austin Hare. Heard new Apex rules just dropped. What are they about? What are they about? What's the new rules? Here we go. What are our new rules here? By the way, there's 90% off. I will say this: it's 90% off, but it's best to do the month to month. They like did some weird pricing with the lifetime activation. Don't even like bother with that. Just do the month to month. At this point, it's cheaper. It's just better to do month to month. The value's better month to month. Whatever weirdness they did with the lifetime, I just don't. Best to do month to month at this point. Where is the new rules? How does one find new rules on the Apex? All right. New rules. Let's see. Apex regarding SROs and regulations. See below. All right. What's SROs? A message from Apex Trader. Prof trading space has experienced rapid change in recent months. Let me just read this. So I'm reading this. All right, this is stupid. I don't see anything different. I don't see anything different. I mean, it's stupid.
2500 tick trap.
Worst live stream ever when Panda reads quietly. Sorry, I just read it. It's pointless. It's stupid. They're basically saying this thing SRO and that like bunch of prop firms are trying to like create partnerships to collect data and try to prevent like abuse of the prop firm space. They said we're not gonna join them. We're not gonna do it. And then they said we have our own tools. And then the new tools are just the same things as they always talked about. There's nothing new. Basically hedging, right? Like going both ways on two accounts. They're not. That's not allowed, and they're monitoring that. Okay, duh. Yeah, we knew that. They talk about scaling DCA. They also talked about like being able to check from different platforms. I don't know how they're going to do that, but that's another thing monitoring. Like if you try to, ooh, hello. All right, let's try. Okay. Turning to a limit order market of some sort right now. I like to touch a 20 EMA better. It'd be nicer here. Let's see. Give me a good signal bar. Or he's gonna be stuck in this channel for a long time. Oh, hello. Let's be patient. Let's actually wait for the breach of this candle. Guess I got you long. Come here for a trend line actually in 20 EMA. Super choppy. Like super choppy. Guess I got you long. Might as well just do it here. Like I have about like a $2,000. I can make $2,000 in a day now. I can swing as much as I want. We're on static thresholds, so let's just see where this goes. Thought we had a nice push down. Also feels like entry long on the 2,500 tick. Starting to reverse up. Most likely take me out now. Right. OI pattern breaking to the downside. It's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot for me. It feels like I just long trap on the 500 tick. That fails, right? Super choppy. Trading in ultra choppiness right now. Let's see. you lose, you lose. It's the name of the game. If you lose, you lose. You gotta try that fail second entry long OI pattern on that downtrend. 2,500 tick. Maybe coming off the bottom of the channel, come back to the top of the channel. It is what it is. I mean, I'd be surprised if I don't get stopped out. This looks like a for sure stop out. Very choppy. Maybe I can like try to scale in here, but I don't know if it's worth. I'd rather just take the hit and enter again if it proves to still be like a good short trade. I'll probably have to wait for like, you know, this trend line to be hit or the 20 EMA. Yep, there it is, 20 EMA. So the fail second entry short or fail second entry long fails on the 2,500 tick. Takes me out. It's all good. I think the risk was worth it too. Maybe I should have done the inside bar trade from here to here. That might have been better risk management for me. But if we get second entry short here, this could still be a good trade for coming off our trend line and 20 EMA here. Let's see. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bull bars in a row. Again, more doo-doo caca right here. This is all diarrhea. Like, just straight up diarrhea. Like, what can you do about it? Just trading in some diarrhea right now. That's it. What can you do when the market's starting to have diarrhea all day, every day? I mean, the market needs to go to a doctor. Seriously. It's diarrhea every single day. OIO pattern here is incredible. I'll try again. Let's try again. We are cranking it, absolutely cranking it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bull bars in a row, though, making it very scary to go short here. It's 6 bull bars in a row like that. Plus, your signal bar is ugly. That's your signal bar right now. Let's touch our top of our channel here. Ugly signal bar, which is unfortunate. Feels like I'm just short here to go higher. Now that we're above the 20 MA. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make some magic happen here. I mean, if we close a strong bull bar, I gotta look for a fail second just short here. Simple as that, right? Maybe just a break a trend new low. This is how we would do it instead. All right, it's going up. Up, up, and away. Maybe come back to the previous day's close. Yeah. Toman Panda You're actually the best. What's this be on PW as full on Panda? That'd be great. That'd be so fun. I'm way too conservative though. I'm way too conservative. I don't cuss. I'm like super clean. PW is not a person that I would like to collab with. I'm too clean. I'm too tame. You know. It's not who I am. I like someone with a little more cerebral content. You know what I mean? A little more cerebral, not like I don't know. I don't even know the image that PW is trying to give, but whatever he's trying to do is just it's just stupid. It's like it's dumb. It's like little kids. All right, this is a grind up. Now it's pushing back down. Such a bad signal bar. Undershoot to the overshoot. Such a bad signal bar. I can't go short here. It's above the 20 man as well, but it is coming off our trend line. All right, two can play this game. Let's try.
2,500 tick trap.
I got it. I got it. I'm here. Already here. We're in.
2,500 tick trap.
I got it. I got it. We are absolutely trying this. If it fails, it fails. What can you do? This one fails. Now it pushes up. We don't even touch the previous day's close. I think we're okay here. Could be a double top on the 5-minute chart as well. I don't know. We'll see. I'm holding it. Hold! You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bull bars in a row. Let's go long. You know what I mean? Hold! Hold! Yuck. I mean, it ends on a strong bull bar, but then limit order bears just come crashing in on this. This could be the end of these accounts, which is unfortunate. I really wanted 20. I really wanted 20, payout on 20. But the trade copier got jacked up and messed up 11 of my accounts. Trade copier got jacked up, messed up 11 of my accounts. Second entry long. Break a trend new high on the 500 tick. This could be a push down. I don't know. But we're holding. Hold. Strong bull bar ending on its high. We don't crack the top of that bull bar though. Like the moment this bar closes, it snaps down. It's not a good sign for us. Sure doodly doo isn't. Hold. Yuck. That's it. Counts are dead. Counts are going to be dead soon. Yuck. Fails like I just short on the 2500 tick. Triggers, and what can you do? You got to try when you see it. You got to try when you see it. And here I am trying. Hold. But it's yuck right now. It's really yuck.
2500 tick trap.
I got it. I got it. I already got it. Hold. Bouncing out the 20 EMA here. Let's see if we get a nice push up here. Hold. This could be a nice push up. Okay, there's a snap up. That's what we're looking for. That's a snap up we were looking for. I can't take my risk off, but I feel like I gotta just hold this. I gotta just hold. I gotta hold this through. Looking for a 1-to-1. Coming off our 20 EMA as well. It's actually a really nice setup here. It's a really beautiful setup. It's looking really good. Only problem is, it might be in trading range. I don't know. I'm just gonna hold this one. I was ready. I was ready to die. I am ready to die. I'm ready to lose these accounts, Panis. I didn't want to, but I'm ready to. I didn't want to, but I'm ready to. It's not the reaction I want, Panis. It's not the reaction I wanted. I want some follow through here. I wish I could just take my risk off, but I just don't think today's the day. I don't think today's the day I can take my risk off in any trade. Hold. Whew, this is making it hard. This market's making it hard to hold. Just holding. It's not pretty though. It's having a hard time breaking above the previous candle's high. Having a really hard time doing so. Can they get it though? Okay, finally breaking the previous candle's high, which is good news for us. We want it to close above the previous candle's high. That's what we really want. It's taking a while for more bulls to participate here. It's just very slow. It's Memorial Day week, Pan. That's what you expect. Holiday week of trading. We're going to take some off at 1-to-1. I mean, if it's a strong bull bar ending on its high on the 5-minute chart, I may just look for always in long trading and just swing it. Swing it to... It looks good to me. I'm going to hold this. I think I could take my risk off now, pandas. I think I take my risk off. We're going to try to take it off at the 1-to-1. We'll take off our core position. We're in 4 contracts, so we'll take out 3. And we'll run 1 and see if we can get to the heavens. You know what I mean? Let's see if we get to the heavens. Ooh, hello.
Target filled.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Got it. Hey, we got it, runner. Whew, what a hold. What a hold. We had to go through a lot of nonsense, right? We had to go through this push down, back up. We are in a runner here. Pans, like I said, the max we can make per day is $2,000. Is that true? $2,000. Yeah, let's say this is $2,000. From here, I need about $200 more. I think this is a good spot. The 1-to-2. We'll take out the 1-to-2. We basically made max today, if we can get there. It looks good to me. It looks like we're gonna hit it. I don't see what can stop us. Very close, making that 1-to-2. Very close, making that 1-to-2. Very close. No cigar though. Still hasn't hit the 1-to-2. I'll protect my profits here. Right, the idea is we need to get back up to 8,000. We need to get these accounts up to 8,000. If I make 2K today, 2K tomorrow, that's pretty much on track then. We're on track here. We're very close to hitting that 1-to-2. I think we're going to hit it though, pandas. I think we're going to hit it. We're very close. I could be wrong though. I'm just going to hold it till we hit the 1-to-2 though. Maybe I'll protect some profits here if it reverses on me. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 12 out of the last 13 bars have been bull bars. What's happening here? Why are we just trickling? We're just trickling up, just like straining to get to that last push up to make that 1-to-2. We are absolutely struggling here. We cannot do it. Oh! Prentice! Come on, that 1-to-2. Push! Push! We just need like 5 more points. Push! No! Don't reverse on me. Push! 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 Don't!
Target filled.
Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I didn't want to like lose the whole trade for 1 tick, but we made $2,000 today, pandas. I mean, look at this 5-minute candle. It's just always in long. The moment this bar, I felt like if we closed above this high, it was gonna blast into always in long. That's why I said like I might hold it for always in long, but we had the runner, so that's basically what we did, and we basically just took the reversal of this trade. This trade failed, and we took the on the other side and looked for a new high here. Absolutely incredible, just so sick. Uh, Basically undershoot to an overshoot, break a trend new low, fail second entry short, and push up. We end up hitting the 1 to 2. I mean, I mean for me, I made 2025. We're done for today, pandas. Truly, we're done. I mean, maybe I could jump on TPT accounts. Should I jump on some TPT accounts? The one thing I'm actually worried about, which I don't know, I don't know. Let me explain something to you guys. And it might break your brain because it's too early and it's the first day of trading. But let me go over the negative 30% P&L with you and the kind of and the little like special rule that comes with it. By the way, Apex is 90% off right now, and I would say use that code with and do the monthly payments because this time the 90% off it lasts. It's gonna end and it's gonna end tomorrow, but take advantage of while you can. But they did something strange with the activation fee. They kind of like made tiers of activations for the lifetime activation fee. So I would say if you're gonna activate to funded accounts, just do the flat fee of $85, the monthly fee. To be honest, 99% of you guys are not gonna be able to trade longer than 1 month. You're gonna bust your accounts before 1 month. I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying that as a reality and trying to save you some money. So for this round, especially because they did some funky pricing with the um, with the activation fees, lifetime activation fees, uh, I would recommend this time to not do the lifetime, but just do the monthly. I'm trying to save you guys some money. You know what I mean? Be realistic and save someone here. Let me go over this consistency rule, the consistency rules are the bane of my existence. It's just the specifically the 30% consistency rule. I don't like the fact that you had to cap yourself on how much money you can make on 1 day. I really don't like that. That's why I really love TPT. I really like TPT. Let's see. We'll jump on TPT accounts. 1 second. Because we made max already on our Apex account. I probably could make more, but I'm still trying to get a withdrawal at 8,000. So we'll see.
2500 tick trap.
We'll see. Why is this so darn loud? It's crazy. So darn loud. Pants. I'm sorry if I'm blowing up your eardrums. All right. Let me explain this because a lot of you guys won't even. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me let me copy and paste this rule. Wait. Let me. Did they change this? Did they change this, pandas?
2,500 tick trap.
Oh, okay. Okay, 30% consistency rule is based on one trade only. On one trade only. Oh, I thought it was the whole day's loss. At any point, your combined open negative P&L. This is not a daily loss limit, but a control to prevent excessive loss on any individual trade. Okay, I see. Okay, that's actually nice. The 30% consistency rule -1 only applies to one single trade. One single trade of your entire account balance in the beginning of the day. See these rules, like I need like a, I need like I need it's like a thesis. It's like I need someone to go through this and like summarize it for me. There's so many things. Okay, I see. That's great. Okay. That's cool. I actually didn't know that. That was like a question that I had for the negative consistency rule. If you guys don't know, there is a consistency rule when it comes to Apex, and that only applies to your profits, but there's also a negative consistency rule. You cannot lose too much in one day. If you lose more than 30% of your account, which from the beginning of the day, on one single trade, then they will use that amount as a measure of how much you need in your account in order to do a payout. So they're not going to stop you from payouts, but you just need to get your account balance high enough where that one single trade is no longer 30% of the account profits. You know what I mean, pandas? I don't know. I think that's what it's saying. I believe that's what I think it's saying. All right. We got a pro account here. Let's get it. I like to trade these pro accounts very aggressively, but when the day is not aggressive, let's just scalp this. No consistency rules, pandas. Let's just have a little fun on here, huh? Let's have a little fun for once here. And there's another little perk. The consistency rule changes. Once you double your safety net amount, the consistency rule changes to 30% to 50%. So it accounts for less of your so it's better, right? It's better. If you can double your safety net, so which for me means if I hit $10,000, that means I can just I have a 50% consistency. Does that work for positive or just? I think that only works for the negative consistency rules. I believe. This is a limit order market here. So we're trying to find a limit order somewhere. If we can get it. Okay, the 30% consistency also is not a hard and fast rule. Interesting. You can use your discretion. That's just crazy. We made 2K today. We're getting a little bit closer now. We're still about 2,500 away from getting to max payouts. Hopefully this week, pandas, we can get it. Like hopefully this week we can get it. I really want it. I really, really want it, pandas. We're risking 10 points to gain 10 points. We're just doing 10-point scalps here. Just trading off our trend line here. One to one. Scale in one time here. Perhaps. Scale in where I would have my stop loss, I guess. Wide stop, right? It's just a bull trend right now. It's just a massive bull trend. Could have came at break even. Came at break even again. One, two, three, 4 11 bars in a row. Just hanging out. We're trading take profit accounts now. I usually trade them very aggressive, especially that very first trade, but just have a little fun, I guess.
2,500 tick trap.
Only main did I get my payout? Let me see. Let me see the status. I did it over the weekend, so it's a holiday week, so I'm not sure if they updated the status yet. Let me check. It's still under review. I don't know yet. So we're not even trading in those accounts because we still haven't got the payouts yet. The money hasn't left the accounts. Once the money leaves the accounts, I may trade them, but the problem is that I want to kind of get payouts on these first because I don't want to have to be so aggressive, right? Like for these accounts, I'm being aggressive because I'm trying to get to the payouts. But once I get to payouts, like once you get one payout, there's no reason to be aggressive anymore. Like you can just make like $700 a day. To be honest, like that's the best thing you can do, in my opinion. What do I mean by that? So I trade aggressive because to get the payouts, you need to make $5,000, which is so much money.
Target filled.
Easy peasy. So limit order market, just bought off this trend line, held it. It was gonna scale in one time. So for me, once I get payouts, like if you look at my accounts, like the top half of my accounts, I'm in max payouts, right? I got max payouts on 9 accounts, which is $27,000. So I requested a payout, and I'm gonna wait for it. I don't know. Maybe I get denied. If I get denied, I get denied, and like I just got another reason why. The only thing I can think of is if they ding me on a negative P&L, 30% negative P&L. I don't know if I did break that rule. I don't think I ever broke that rule on one single account, or sorry, one single trade. I know there's days where I was down a lot, but I don't think there was any one single trade where I lost like more than $1,000. Let me see. Let me check here. So this account is, let's say, like 7. All right. had a big drawdown, but my biggest losing trade, my largest losing trade is $790. Not even close. Right, my biggest losing trade is $790. Is that true? That's not bad at all. My biggest losing trade is $790. That's amazing. If my biggest losing trade is only $790, it's actually pretty amazing. So I should be fine to hit. Like if I don't know how they can ding me. There's nothing like the way I trade is very suitable for Apex. Like the way I trade is just very suitable for Apex. I trade small account sizes. Sorry, I trade small contract sizes 1 to 4. I accidentally did a 6 contract trade, like completely by accident because I was I was on my TPT accounts. I switched over to Apex. I didn't realize my ATM strategy was still set to like the max for the TPT. Like I said, I trade very aggressive on TPT. Anyways, but other than that, like I trade very small. I I tend I tend to have good risk reward. So if I do lose, it's not too bad. But if I win, I'm winning like $1,000 to $2,000 on a trade. So my risk reward is very good. It's just like really good strategy, like really good trading style for Apex. That's why for me, I still think Apex is number one. Like I can trade up to 20 accounts, and my style is very suitable for Apex. If you're more like super aggressive trader, or if you're more like I make a lot of money on 1 or 2 days a week, 1 to 2 days a month, like I pick and choose when I trade, like then TPT is the way to go for you, like 100%. No consistency rules, you can just get it and you're fine. But for me, like I'm okay because
2,500
the
tick
thing is,
trap.
obviously, I can make a lot more money on some days, but that's a bad thing. That's the one thing I don't like. Is like I have to like stop myself from making a lot of money, unless I do like a J cap where he literally traded like I think is it whatever the like the day like the max days you can trade is like 59 days or something. He traded like 59 days in a row, or not in a row, but 59 days in total. And if you do that, you can just request max payout. Like you can request as much money as you want, and that's what he did. So that's how he got around like making like he would make like $20,000 like on a trade, and that's how he got around that because he traded for like 50 some days. That's pretty difficult, right? I mean, it's not easy to do. In 50 some days, like a lot can happen in the market. You're dealing with a lot of market cycles, a lot of market conditions, good and bad. So, that in itself is a testament to just how consistent he traded. I never was able to trade 50 some days without busting an account. Like I've always busted an account eventually. Um, so it's just it's actually amazing. So let's hear ask how did I check that? I mean I use NinjaTrader. If you go to NinjaTrader, go trade performance, and then there is a column there. Like you can choose the account that you want to look at. There's a column there that you can look at and it's like your biggest loss on like a trade, basically your biggest loss. There's a section for that. My biggest loss was $790, which is a lot, I guess, but relatively speaking, not too bad, not too bad. Especially when it comes to consistency rule, it's no problem, right? $790, nothing. That's a nothing. That's a nothing. 5 minutes, absolutely ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bull bars in a row. How sick can you get, pandas? Daily charts it just created a huge like just pullback. That's it. It's one big pullback coming back up. Probably gonna test these highs. Probably eventually gonna test the all-time highs, which is right here, all-time highs. Like I thought we are gonna get a fail second to short on a weekly chart, which would be just I would be trading options at that point. Right? If we get that fail second to short on the weekly chart, I'd be trading options. I'll probably trade like a monthly option, thinking it's gonna just explode. Do like 10-cent option. Goodness gracious. So we got break a trend new high. Could look for a pullback, but any pullback most likely would be small. Just a huge leg up, right? It's just one huge leg up. Usually have some follow through after this. Second entry long.
2,500 tick trap.
Oh man, I'm sorry how loud. That must be so loud. Marcus Vaughn, ES is moving at an unbearable snail's pace, grinding higher with no second entries, no higher lows, no nothing. I hate when it does this. Yep. Welcome to the market. Welcome to the current market. It's been like I call it diarrhea. The price action is basically diarrhea. OII pattern. Let's try. Try to be a little more aggressive here. Ooh. Okay, I got it. Very small risk. Okay, I got it.
Target filled.
780, okay, I'll take it. We're up 780. Remember, with TPT, there's no consistency rules, so if I make $5,000 today, I can withdraw 3,000, right? Because you have a safety. You have to have a safety net. That's the thing about all the prop firms. They decided to do safety net stuff, which is kind of frustrating, but I mean, I get it. They're trying to protect their money. I get it. It just proves that you got to be better, right? As more and more people do prop firms, and the longer they've been doing it, the better everyone's getting. And as everyone's getting better, they're making the rules harder and harder to get payouts. But I love TPT. I think TPT is so fun. I'm having so much fun trading TPT. The main thing is because you can just trade however you want. I don't have to think about a consistency. I don't have to think about how much money I'm losing. I just think about purely let's just make some money. Let's just trade. That's why I love TPT so much. It's very small. We're talking about ATR right now. It's 8. The ATR is 8 right now on the 500 tick chart. These candles are teeny. That means your risk is small, so is your profit. So very manageable to trade days like this. I mean, we're going up and away. I'm not planning to go short until we break a previous candle's low on the 5-minute chart. There's no reason to go short until that happens. So I don't have any eyes going short. 1, 2, 3 pushes up. Think about strong bullet trends. You're going to get a bunch of wedges. They mean pretty much nothing. Other than maybe people taking profits on the wedges. Right, the rinse and repeating. Taking profits here, buying again down here. Live free or fight. They need as many traders to fail as possible. It's a big part of their business model. Failing traders is probably 90% of how they get money. 10% is they actually taking some. I would say even less than 10%. I would say less than 10%. Maybe I would almost say I'd be surprised if it's even 5% of their profits in prop firms coming from traders getting the money from traders and taking their getting commission. Unless it's actually take profit, they actually probably make a lot of money off their traders because successful traders, because they turn you to live so quickly and so like administratively, like they just turn you to live. With Apex, like I've got a request to turn live like many years ago when it first started, and then like within like 1 month of trading, they asked me to go live, like to be a pro trader, and I looked at the risk and risk reward of like the cost benefit or the benefit and like disadvantages of like turning pro and not turning pro, and I just said no, like just keep me normal because with a pro account that means I can't buy more accounts, I can't like basically they limit how much money you can make, and I just thought it was so weird. So it didn't make sense to me. The pro account didn't make much sense to me. We're gonna just keep going long. Don't even care. We're gonna keep going long here. Looking for at least 10 points. But TPT, honestly, like they turned me pro. And when I turned pro, the thing is, so when you turn you to pro on
Target
TPT,
filled.
easy peasy. This is like a buy anything everything type bull trend. But I'm like scalping at 10 points here. It's not even that much. Scalping 10 points, risking like 5 points. Amazing risk reward day today. Maybe I should just trade with more contracts. I don't know. But with TPT, they turned me to pro. I traded a pro account, and the thing about the pro account is so interesting. It's so interesting. It's just such an interesting model. So, in fact, I feel like it's bad for the trader. But anyways, they turn to pro. When they turn you to pro on TPT, well, there's a couple ways to do it. They turn you to pro if you make more than $10,000 in one single day, and I've turned to pro because of that. Or no, I didn't turn to pro because of that. But if you make $10,000 any single day, then they turn you to pro. I knew that, and so I limit myself to making $9,000 a day, and so I made like 9,000 some dollars one day. And then the next day I made again like about $10,000. They also turn you to pro if you make $20,000 altogether. If your account profits altogether are $20,000. So I was forced to turn to pro. I said, okay, I guess I'm turning to pro. And these are the 150K accounts, so I didn't feel too bad about it because basically the pro account they lock up $5,000 of your profits, but that's how much the safety net is anyways with the 150K accounts. So I didn't mind. I was like, all right, if I'm turning to pro, this is the one I'm going to turn to pro to. And they allow you to, of course, withdraw as much profits as you've made before they turn you to pro. Or even while you are pro, you can still take out your profits. So you get like a brand new tab on your dashboard. It says Pro Plus, and then you trade Pro Account. And the Pro Account, remember, is the actual. It's actually their money, and you're actually trading like in the live market. So your orders are actually going into the books. So it matters. It makes a difference in terms of trying to get filled. So you're not sim trading anymore, right? Right now, even right now with these pro accounts, they're sim trading. But the Pro Plus is not sim trading; it's actually live accounts. So you're trading the actual live accounts. That's kind of fun. That's kind of neat. It's been a while since I've done that. So uh, the weird thing is this: they give you another right. Your balance starts at zero. They give you a margin of $4,500, basically a trailing threshold of 4,500. And then once you get past your threshold, right, the threshold turns static. But here's the interesting thing, pandas. You can withdraw whenever you want. You can withdraw. If I made $10, I can withdraw. Even if I don't hit a quote unquote safety net, you can just withdraw. I can make $100 and I just withdraw. Even though like I still have a trailing threshold. But of course, you don't really want to do that because you're basically taking away $100 of your threshold on yourself. So naturally, what I decided to do was create a safety net. I said, okay, I'll withdraw anything I make over $5,000, and so, I I got to like $6,000, and then I was gonna withdraw, but I was like, let's just see how high we can get these accounts. Eventually, I did bust the accounts, and the main reason being is this. Another thing I don't like about the pro accounts, which is just so silly, is you can only trade the margins that is available to you. As in, right? I had a 150K account. I should be able to trade 15 contracts. Right? That's the max contracts you can trade on 150K accounts. But when they turned me to Pro Plus, that no longer was the case. I could only trade for every $500 of margin or profits I had. So the max contracts I could trade right off the bat was 9 contracts because they gave you $4,500 margin. But even if I lost like $1, then that turns to 8 contracts max. So it's kind of silly because now I don't have the ability to even trade, right, the whole 150K account contract size. I'm basically only can trade the amount of money that I make. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, what's the difference between this and me just trading this myself? Where at this point, I don't have to give 10% of my commissions. Right? If they're not giving me the extra margins that make it that gives you the main benefit of trading the prop firms, right? Like the amount of margins you can have to trade, right? It's pretty hard to trade 15 contracts. That's actually amazing, right? You need $150,000 in your account. You need about $500 per contract on. So you need about $7,500, but you need some buffer as well. So we'll just like multiply that by 2. You basically need about 15K to trade 15 contracts like somewhat comfortably. Somewhat comfortably. Like at least like trade one trade, right? One like trade with some drawdown. Like but what they're giving you is like margins, like a lot more margins than that. They're essentially giving you 150K of margin, but they give you 15 contracts to trade, and right, there's a difference between margin and threshold. Margin is like how many contracts you can trade plus like how much drawdown you can have, but the threshold is like just pure drawdown. All right, this is pushing down pretty hard. Feels like entry long makes sense here, but it's such a strong push up. You're thinking any pullback will be small, so I'm gonna skip this. Feels like entry long. Not thinking it's gonna go very far. And so this is a weird. So for me, I'm like Pro Plus. Any prop firm that turns you to Pro Plus, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Like it's so much better when you can just buy as many accounts as you want and you can just keep trading them. That's obviously the best setup you can have for yourself. But that was my journey on Pro Plus. I made like 6. Oh, so the main reason why I talked about that is because I ended up making $6,000 for them. Right, quote unquote. I lost it all, but when you lose it all, you only lose it to break even. So really, I didn't lose any money for them. I made $6,000 and I lost $6,000. So at the end, they risked 4,500 on me on the pro accounts, but ultimately, I didn't lose any money for them, even though I traded pro accounts, even though I busted accounts. And so the thing is, after you bust your accounts, what happens? Your Pro Plus gets disabled, and then you can withdraw the rest of the money in the pro account, which is like, remember, there's $5,000 locked up. You can withdraw the rest of that money, but you can only withdraw about 50% of it because that's like the rules they have. So that's just so that's why I think that TBT I actually might be making some money off their traders. I'd be surprised if it's 5% of their profits. I'd be surprised if it's even 5% of their profits, though, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know if they ever share that with us, but I think that'd be interesting if they share that, right? Wouldn't that be nice if they shared like how much money do they make from? Okay, I honestly no prop firm will ever share that unless there's some sort of like investigation going on the prop firm. How much money do they make on fees versus how much money they make on actual like their traders making money for them? I'd be surprised if it's more than 5%. I'd be surprised more than 5%. Let me put a poll up. Let me see what you guys think.
2,500 tick trap. Five-minute trap.
Ooh, nice push up. Turning somewhat to a limit order market.
5-minute trap.
Good try here. Maybe scale in one time. Oh. Don't make me. Don't make me do it. I will do it though. If you make me, I'll do it. Don't make me. I'll do it. I will risk it all here. At least for a new high. I'm gonna let it breathe a little bit. I'm gonna let this breathe a little bit. I will risk it all here. Six contracts. Trade's going very against me right now, but we're in pure limit order markets here. I'm going to let it breathe. We're in a pure limit order market here. I'm going to let it breathe a little bit. It feels like I just short on like the 5-minute chart. It got me a little excited here. It's the first pullback on the whole series going up. I thought we were gonna get a nice another push up here. Looks like we're not gonna get it. I might bust these accounts. It's all good. Final trade of the stream, anyways. Be the final stream of the day, anyways. Our final trade on the stream, anyways. Pure limit order market here. Maybe I should have scaled in rather than putting all my eggs in one basket right here. Obviously with hindsight bias. I got excited when I saw the 5-minute fail second short trigger here, and I thought maybe get a nice push up. It's the first pullback, and then we get another push up. Usually the first pullback is very small, and we'll just get a continuation of this huge move up. But we're also very far away from 20 MA. I don't know. Maybe it's normalize here a little bit. Go sideways. Account's about to get busted. Let's see if we get a nice push up before they do. But if you give me fails against a short on the 500 tick, fails against a short on the 5-minute chart, triggering at the exact same spot, I gotta try. BVS, are you done trading for today? I will be after this trade. This will be my last trade. Win or lose, my last trade, pandas. Last trade of the day. Feel like you're long about a trigger. It's gonna. What breaks me here? I don't know. If it does, it does. Regardless, doesn't matter. We made our 2K on our Apex accounts. The Apex accounts is the main thing I'm worried about. 11 accounts trying to get the max payouts. Can we get it, pandas? Can we get the max payouts on those 11 accounts? Totaling our payout to $55,000. I already requested my payouts on the top 9 accounts. But as I mentioned, or if you don't know, Trade Copier messed up my trades. And so I was a little bit low on these 11 accounts. And I said, you know what? I'll just trade these 11 accounts separately. Right? I already made max contract or max on my other accounts, so I'm just gonna trade these separately. And the day on Friday when I traded, it just was one of the worst days. One of the worst days of trading. It's just terrible price action all day. I just could not make. I could not make the payouts. I could not do it. I simply could not do it. And my attempt doing so, I ended up going negative like $4,000. But hey, we made 2,000 today, so we made half of it back. A little better day today, right? Just straight shot up, so it's nicer for us. And then because of that, we were able to recover some of those losses. Hopefully tomorrow, hopefully by this end of this week, we'll get max payouts, and then we can just say the challenge is done, right? We still haven't finished our challenge yet. We're still trying to get that challenge. 20 payouts max, 20 accounts max payouts, 150K accounts. Just trying to get it. Just trying to get my bamboo. Let's see. 5 bajillion overlapping bars in a row. This is 50-50. This is a coin toss. But I feel like it's slightly weighted to go long because we're coming from a super strong uptrend. So slightly weighted to go long here. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe like 55% to go up. 45% to go down. I don't know. Higher low, beautiful. Higher low, beautiful. Let's see if this can be the pop-up we're looking for here. It's looking kind of juicy, no? It's looking a little... Whoa! Looking really juicy. How much do I want from this? Thing is, we still have a trailing threshold. I want to just like get out of the trailing threshold. That's the main thing here right now. I want to get out of this trailing threshold. It's reversing on me. The main thing right now is to get out of the trailing threshold, right? Because then you can start swinging for the fences. Once you get out of the trailing threshold, you can start swinging for the fences. So this first goal is, first things first, get out of the trailing threshold. That's the main goal here. Turning to a pure limit order market. We do make a new high. But I mean, I'm looking for 10 points, right? This is not asking for much. I'm asking for a 10-point scalp, and so yeah, If I can't even get 10 points,
2500 tick
forget
trap.
about it. You know, if I can't even get 10 points,
2500 tick trap.
forget about it. I'll just take the hit. Like I'm gonna wait for at least 10 points, Pandas. Fail breakout, reversing down. This could take me out now. Right now, I lost more trailing threshold here because it popped up. So I'm definitely gonna bust these accounts if it pushes down too much here. Right, I wanted to at least hit 10 points, and then also hopefully that would get me out of the trailing threshold. This looks like it's gonna come back down to the bottom of the trading range. Right, the trading range continues, and it's gonna bust my accounts here. We're still alive, so it's gonna hold, hold, hold. Concerning, right? That we came out of our trading range and back down into our trading range. That's always concerning, right? If you're trying to do a breakout, that's not a breakout. This is like definition of a failed breakout. I should just cut my losses and see if I can get into another trade. YL says it will go up. Don't worry. All right. Worry's gone. Let's see. Let's get it. If it doesn't go up, YL, you got to do a giveaway. If it doesn't go up, you got to do a giveaway. Or let me rephrase that. If I lose this trade, you got to do a giveaway. Oh, this is pushing down hard. It's going to push down hard. It's going to snap down. I know this feeling. I've been here too many times. This is going to snap down. It's going to snap down real hard. I just know this feeling all too well. It's going to snap down so hard. I just know this feeling. I'm just way too familiar with this feeling. I'm too familiar with this situation. Right, we're getting close to the bottom trend range. All right. Accounts got busted, all good. I mean, we were getting up. We got a nice little push up, but it's just turned way too hard into trading range. 5-minute chart is completely sideways. And didn't really get that push up I wanted. It could maybe push up now. Who knows? Like after it busts my accounts, it might push up now, but it is what it is. All right, Pandas. Marcus Vaughn says, another day I took only one trade. 1-0. Today, Pandas, it's a win. We are up $2,000 across 11 accounts. Let's see if tomorrow we can do the same. That's what we want to do. That's the goal. So if we can get it again tomorrow, then we're going to be very close to max payouts again on these other 11 accounts. And it's nice because I can trade these. It's almost nice because I can trade these while we wait for the payouts to come out of my other accounts. Well, would you look at that? This happens to pop right back up after I bust my accounts. And that's just how the market goes sometimes. And especially now, completely sideways. So very hard to tell what's going to happen. It is what it is. Penis! Thanks for joining. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you guys there tomorrow. We'll get hopefully one step closer to our max payouts. Our goal is basically we got to get the bottom half of my accounts. We need to get them up to about $8,000. And once we get there, then we will be our challenge will be over, right? Max payouts, 20 accounts. That's what we're trying to do. And 55K, we'll be 55K richer. So, Penis! With that being said, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.